What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FUT draft challenge. A double upload day today guys, the first time in a long time that we've had a double upload, but I uploaded some Volta information earlier on in the day, but Skills and I are back with another draft challenge, this time not the 195 draft challenge, the 196 FUT draft challenge. Obviously for me personally, the 194 is the highest that I've ever got. That's a good start with Thomas Muller there. However, 195s have been accomplished and achieved pretty regularly at this stage. We'll take Alexis Sanchez there as well. And so, yeah, it's for the challenge for me personally is obviously hitting a 195, but hitting the 196, it is possible. It is achievable. It is attainable. It is difficult, but we're going to give it our best shot. Damn, this is a tough start. Like for it to work, even to get a 194 or a 195, you really got to get lucky with every pick. You know, you have, what is it, 23 picks from start to finish, and you need to hit 18 really high-end players from 23. So that in itself doesn't give you much room to fail. On top of that, with those 18 as a minimum players that you kind of need to be successful for you, you're then in a position where you need chemistry with those. So, you know, you need 18 high-end players. After that, you need to make sure you get some high-end chemistry. And it's just not easy. Let's take that Mats Hummels there as well and move on to the left back. And this first draft isn't looking good. Now, of course, if you guys are enjoying the content and you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. Of course, if you are enjoying the content in general, drop a subscription to the channel, hit that bell so you get notified on the channel when the videos go live. We could take that Ter Stegen. And the rules, usually in some of the draft challenges, there's a few different rules here and there. This one, quite very simple. The highest rated wins. Obviously, we're going for a 196, but in terms of the myself versus AA compartment of the challenge, the highest rated is there for the dub. And right now, that is not going to be me because this is a bad draft. I'm not really getting any of the super high-end players. I'm not really getting any players that I specifically want. We haven't got any icons yet, which is always an indication of how well or bad things are going based on how many icons you're picking up. We do hit our first team of the year right there with Kylian Mbappe. We could link him in a fashion by linking him with Kante, but it'd be pretty difficult. And then the goalkeepers here are also being pretty difficult. Again, you know, Adler, strong links to Hummels, but isn't a great option for us there. I'll take that Kyle Walker just so that we can go Premier League down that right-hand side. Take that Antonio Valencia. This draft, this draft's just dead. I mean, look at it. Even if I pick every best player from this point onwards, we're not getting anywhere close to anything good. So I think this first draft is going to be a complete and utter write-off. I mean, this is a truly horrific draft. Sometimes you just get it like this, you know. Sometimes you can't even take fault. You're like, look, I picked pretty much the best that was on offer every single time, and I still got nowhere close to getting what I wanted to get. And so for that, you can't really be too mad. We could still probably forge something out of this for the game. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. We're not getting anything here. That's draft number 1 done. I will see you in a minute. Right now. Right back. Be right back. All right, guys. Here we go. Draft number 2. Let's hope that this one provides a better set of formations to begin with, which it has done. The 3-4-3 flat and better players would be very, very welcome. Ooh. Messi's obviously really nice as a 94. I'm going to take Lippmann. As an icon, brilliant, links well. And of course, Messi has a much higher rated card, even though that's a bad start for that striker spot. Jesus Christ. Is it? Remember a few episodes ago, I mentioned how Skills said that he seems to get better drafts late at night. I wonder if there's something to that. Because this is terrible. I'm not getting icons. I'm not getting the high-end players. He says as he gets a ZH there, which is quite nice. But yeah, we're really struggling to hit the massive cards here. And that sucks. I'm going to take Kondogbia because he does link to Gareth Bale, which is obviously quite nice. Onyekuru. Pop them in there. Pop them in there. That gives us one more chemistry, I suppose. Come on, hit me with that Maldini, that Bobby Moore, that Ramos, that Varane. Not that Ramos. We're going to take him. Again, you're never ever going to hit a 194 or 195, let alone a 196, if you're not getting the big cards. You need, every time a player pops, it needs to be the best variant of that card. We will take that Chiellini card. We'll swap those around. We'll swap those around. We're in a good spot here. Not an amazing spot. We're already 90 rated without the goalkeeper, and that's with an 81 rated striker. That is fantastic. Okay, we've actually got some potential here. 92 rated. We need to get rid of the 81 striker for rating's sake. We need to swap out the 2 wingers for chemistry's sake. So can we arrange that at all? So Casemiro's a good shout. He definitely helps with chemistry. We'll pop him in there instead of Chiellini. It gives us a nice little bonus few points there. It does reduce the rating just a little, but it's not the end of the world. And Mark Overmars, again, isn't it? The lag on this game, man. That Mark Overmars would have been absolutely brilliant for chemistry, and now we can't use him. He's got to give me someone in return now. Although, that Huntelaar is phenomenal for chemistry. Gives Ziyech that full chem link. Gets 2 chems off himself. If we can get that left wing Depay, we could be in a great spot here. We do get a 93 De Bruyne that we'll take. Again, not the 97 that we need, but not the end of the world either. We'll take that guy there. So we've got a few picks here. We've got some chances here to hit some big things. I'll take that Hugo Lloris. Not that he's going to help all that much with that Real Madrid back line there. And in fact, the defenders in general are just a formality here. I just need to take the highest rated to be relevant. And so Lala will come in hot there as well, even though he won't get into the team. We're in a big spot. We could be on course for a 193, 194 here, depending on the next few player picks. It's a bit sad. 84 rated only. Chiellini can come in, obviously, is a nice big addition. I'm going to need here, I'm going to need a big left wing. We did get a big left wing. And do you know what? That actually works to some degree. He goes in there. And then that Kevin De Bruyne in at left mid is going to give us a nice little boost on chemistry again. Nothing too great. And then last but not least, man, that's sad. Having Mark Overmars in this team would have been huge. It would have given us 100 chemistry. It would have put Huntelaar onto 10 chem. It would have put Hazard onto 8 chem. And he would have had 10 chem. So we would have gained an extra 7 chem points. We literally would have been at a 190, a 191 already. And that's with a few changes to be made. That would have been a 192. And then potentially a 193. No. So we would have been on a 192 if we had Mark Overmars. Obviously, Overmars 86 rated or whatever would have been there. So the rating would have been the same. The chemistry would have been perfect. De Bruyne would have been on the bench. So yeah, with Overmars, we would have been a 192. Still not ideal, but definitely the better of the two drafts. I'm actually going to call this a 192 because the game lagged, which cost me picking up Mark Overmars there. That's not my fault. That's the game's fault. That's our second attempt. A bit better than the first attempt. Still not ideal. Let's move on to the third and final attempt. All right, guys, here we go into the final draft. Come on, give me that 4-2-3-1 or the 4-5-1 attacking. That's also a really good formation. There it is, the 4-5-1 attack. This is a brilliant formation for high-end drafts. Just because it's really limited links. It gives you the 2 cam spots, and we're going to start with that Frank Ribery, which is brilliant. Now we need to hit is, even if we could hit any of Pele or Maradona, and there is Maradona, so a 98 rated going in. And obviously, Team of the Year De Bruyne, the Cam Neymar, those kind of cards also would be absolutely phenomenal. Not popping up on this occasion, so I am going to take Thomas Muller, just because he's strong links with Ribery there, which is going to be great. And this has already been a far better start. And we're also going to get 94 Eusebio coming in hot as well. And this is much, much more like it. And then a 96 Ziyech who's going to be on a minimum of 7 chem. Who knows if we get Dumfries into that right back spot. Centre midfielders coming in hot, and we'll take 91 Alan. Soft links to Maradona, only needs one more link. So if we can get Tellez and then Felipe or whoever else might show up. Now we're talking. We're hitting some big cards here. We get the Portuguese Vieirinha. Obviously doesn't really link to anyone at the current stage. But now he... Godin's a really hard card to turn down. I know Moore is fantastic for chemistry. I can't turn down a 96 rated centre-back. What would you guys have done there? Would you have gone with the icon or would you have not? And I'm glad I went with what I went with because he links into Ramos there. And this draft is looking huge. Right, what do we have? We have Max Aarons doesn't link to anyone. What do we need? Uruguay, Spain, Real Madrid, Netherlands. We've got none of it. So we'll take Aarons just because he's the highest rated. So we've got a little bit of work to do with the chemistry. This draft is great. We are already 94 rated with a few low-end cards in there. This could be the one. Oh, this could definitely be the one. 94 Jordi Alba comes in perfectly. Let's swap those two around. That puts us up to 90 chemistry now with the 94 rating. And we're getting another big pick here as well. I'm going to take the... Oh, do I take Bale? Bale in centre midfield would do well. It would get more chem than Allen. Or we could take Leroy Sané as a German who would actually do very well getting some chemistry. So we'll take Leroy Sané. He gives us another 2 chem points there. Nothing major. It's that right back. If we could just change that right back out, we're done. That will be it. And it's not really helping very much there. So we'll take Raphael. This is, I mean, this is a brilliant... We're 94 rated with 92 chemistry. All I need at this stage is some big players. That is pretty much it. Because chemistry should kind of find its own feet. And the last 3 picks have been terrible. Raphael, Doherty, and Ulmer. So this is where it comes in clutch, guys. These next 7 picks are going to determine whether or not we get a huge draft or whether or not, by the looks of things, it's going to crash and burn. Now, we've only got 2 decent players on the bench in Vieirinha and Allen. That's already Allen absorbed. We're still at 94 rated, so I'm going to need another big card. Oh, Dani Alves. He's big for rating. Obviously, doesn't help too much for chemistry. Unless we also started Raphael, but then that's a lower rating than what we've got. Or we take Company if we're just going for rating, because he's just going to be higher on the bench. We're going to take Company. We're still at 94 rated, fortunately. All right. Now, again, we've got a choice. Choice number 1, I take Jimenez. I put him at right back. We gain chemistry. Godin goes up 3. The right back goes up 3. That takes us to 98 chemistry. That's really, really good. We could take Da Costa. We can't link him anywhere. It's very difficult to link him. And then we would rely on getting a German midfielder or a Bundesliga midfielder to go into that right mid role, which isn't necessarily going to happen. Alternatively, I could put Maradona at centre mid, should I say, which would give Godin a chem boost, and then play Da Costa at right mid, which wouldn't really help that much either. I'm gonna take Jimenez here. I know it just gives me a nice big chemistry boost. We're still at a 194. We are very close to a 195. The fact that we've just put 2 relatively low cards into the team, we was a very high 194. So there's still chance here. If we can hit a couple of those really, really big players, which we can't now. Yeah, well, I'm gonna need 99 Ronaldo, 99 Pele, something absolutely monstrous. Neymar kind of works, doesn't he? Just trying to figure out what we'd do with chemistry here. So Maradona in at centre mid, Neymar at right cam. Allen could go in as well, but then we lose too much chemistry. Alternatively, we could just put Casemiro in at centre mid. That would finish off the chemistry. It just wouldn't give us the rating that we need, but it gives us the chemistry that we need. This is still a brilliant draft. I don't think we're going to come in at a 195, even though we had the potential to do so. Inzaghi is going to give us... No, I can't even use him. He actually hurts the chemistry. Oh, we could have a nice final player here as well. We get 93 Depay, so we're at a 193, guys. And you know what? That's not bad at all. We could put Inzaghi in. It doesn't help with chemistry, sadly. And it doesn't help with rating either. So there you go. We are at a 193. Let's see if we pop those two in. Does that take us to a 194? No, that is not bad, guys. That is a huge 193 as well. We have a 98, a 97, two 96s, a 95, a 94, and a 93. Two 94s in the team and a 93 as well. And then on the bench, again, what I was saying in one of the earlier drafts, it really like you need 18 quality players, not just 11, right? So what we're missing here off this bench to make this a 194 or 195 is a team of the year De Bruyne or a team of the year Mbappe. A big, you know, we've got an 84 and an 82, 89s on the bench. We needed this to be full of 93s, 94s, and 95s. That would have popped us up to the 194, 195. Sadly, we bow out as a 193 here, which is still a really good draft. I mean, all in all, this draft is phenomenal. This would be an extremely playable draft, especially with the players that we've got on the bench. So I'm very, very happy with what we managed to pick up and put together here. It just wasn't quite enough for the 196 that we was looking for. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.